Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday morning. I can't tell you the date. I'm not entirely sure. I'm looking bald because I'm about to go to the gym. But today I'm going to be vlogging and doing kind of like a full day of eating, kind of talking to you guys, a vlog, because that's what you guys like to see. So first things first, it is 8:01 exactly. And all I'm having currently is just a cup of coffee because I actually thought I was going to die when I woke up this morning to go to the gym. Literally like barely worked out last week. School was just busy and Labor Day weekend kind of threw it off a little bit. So hitting up the gym on a Monday, pretty typical, pretty normal. And most of the time I try and get a cup of coffee in before I go because my energy is just like way better when I'm like trying to push my body past its limits. So all right. First thing of the day, happy Monday. Let's get into the vlog, guys. Alright guys, so Samuel and I just got back from working out. This is what my hair looks like, really pretty and stick to my head. But good start to a Monday. So I'm gonna shower. We have very little time to get to class, so I'll show you guys what I eat before I go to class. Okay guys, showered and minimal makeup done for class today. Class we have today is Giro and Community. So kind of a long day. They're both like heavy lecture classes, so need to eat something before. So what I typically eat, if I have the time to make it, is just 2 slices of toast. Sorry, the lighting kind of sucks. This is just the Aldi's brand multigrain, 45 calories per slice. I like them. They're decently sized, and I don't know. I just like them because I eat 2. And then I'm gonna top it with a shitload of natural Jif creamy peanut butter. I honestly think that I probably eat like a serving and a half of this. You'll see once I like put it on here, but that's what I'm gonna have for breakfast. And then I'll probably make another cup of coffee to take with me. And then I will show you guys like what I bring with me to school, which I can just show you that right now. And I'll show you if I do actually end up eating it. I'll take a Kind bar with me. And this is my favorite flavor. If you've never had this, this is the maple pumpkin seed. It is so good. Like, it is delicious. These bars are awesome. Like, I absolutely love them. Somebody commented the other day and told me that there was like ground wheat up in them or something stupid. I'm still gonna eat them. I really like them. So I like to buy lots of flavors in these, and I probably have one of these every single day, minus the weekends when my food schedule is like weird. So yeah, it's not very much. Like, I don't eat a ton, like, cause in the morning, like, I worked out. I'm gonna have some sort of protein as well, and I'll show you that when I figure it out. It's always different, so it just kind of depends on the day. Tomorrow I'll eat before my 8 a.m. so my full day of eatings are really weird. That's why I don't do them often. But so that I would show you guys my outfit for today. Just have some basic leggings on. These are LuLaRoe leggings, some really old Sanuk slip-ons that I don't even know if I'm gonna wear because I kind of look weird in them. And then this sweatshirt from American Eagle, which is my favorite. This is the hometown sweatshirt. I will link it as well. But I absolutely love it. It's so comfortable. And then another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is sorry for the darkness, if you watched my last YouTube video, I talked about a primer that I was wanting to try. And it was the Blot one heck of a blot by Soap and Glory. Absolutely love it. If you have greasy skin like me, you will love this. Super good. I was told that they were discontinuing it. I really hope that that's not true because it's a really good primer if you would like to try something for greasy, oily skin. Peanut butter toast is like my #1 go-to and has been for like, I don't know, the last 3 months, like every single morning. And some people are like against it because they're like, peanut butter's not like the healthiest, but it really like, it's not about like picking the healthiest thing. It's about what's going to fuel you and what's going to keep you full. And I like high fat foods. I can still eat a lot, like my body thrives on like a lot of carbs, but it also thrives on high fat. So like my days kind of depend. Like some days I will have a lot of high fat food, like peanut butter, avocado, nuts, what else? Just like a bunch of random things that are higher in fat content because it keeps me full longer. Like when I have to be at class for 4 hours a day and I don't want to bring a bunch of food with me, higher fat foods get me through the day. If I'm going to be doing a lot of things, high carb days get me through. So I don't track, I don't do anything. I just kind of go with what I'm feeling that day, and that's the best way to live life is, you know, somebody might bring in a donut, and if I want it, I'm gonna eat it. It just kind of depends on the day. But peanut butter toast, natural peanut butter, craving every day, every day. Coffee, water, phone, boyfriend. I'm ready to go. Neither of us have our sunglasses today. Big mistake. My home health lady has like...
How do you know what your lady is?
Oh, I don't know home health. Well, I scheduled my...
What's up, guys? So we just got back home from class. It is approximately... Let's see here. You guys see that? It is 4:53, so it is almost 5 o'clock. I have just had the peanut butter toast and that granola bar. So now I'm gonna show you guys, ignore the cookies. I'm just gonna have, because we don't eat dinner super early just because studying keeps us up later. School stuff we have to do, so I'm just gonna snack on a few things. I buy the oven roast, this fly, oh my god. Oven roasted turkey breast from Aldi's. No, I don't buy like the super nitrate free, well, I guess it says no nitrates. I don't know if this is like the best version health-wise, but it's basically protein. It's 50 calories per serving, and I really like it. So I'm gonna have some of this, and then I just kind of like roll it up and top it with some light honey mustard and light mayo. These are my two favorites. This is the best honey mustard you will ever have, ever, in case you care. And then this is also my favorite cottage cheese. I mention this a lot on my Instagram. This is from Sam's Club. This cottage cheese is so yummy. It's like creamy, super good. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of both, and we probably won't eat till like 6:37, and we haven't really eaten much today. So that's what I'm gonna snack on. And I'm also going to drink some water, and yeah. I also got a package, and I know who it's from, and I'm really excited because I'm going to actually do a giveaway. But I don't know when I'm gonna do it, so if this video gets up first, just know that I'm going to host a giveaway. Maybe I can get it open. Yeah. So I'll show you guys. I'm down here so you guys can see. Okay. So popcorners, I mentioned this when I was in Chicago. I picked them up at TJ Maxx. You can get them there. They also have them, and I think I don't know which grocery stores, but I've always found them at TJ Maxx. So they sent me this awesome huge box, and I'm super excited. There's sea salt. Thank you, Samuel. Jalapeno cheddar is like my favorite flavor. I think this is so freaking delicious. And then we have sweet chili. I've never had that one. Cinema style butter sounds bomb. Kettle corn. White cheddar. What's this one? Spicy queso. That one sounds freaking bomb. So their packaging is super freaking cute, and I think the nutrition on the stuff is pretty decent. Similar to a potato chip, but it's not. It's actually like air popped popcorn, similar. So I really am excited to do a giveaway with these guys. Super excited, and I highly recommend all of the flavors. I haven't had the sweet chili or the queso one, but I've had all the other ones, and I love them. So shout out to Popcorners. All right, guys, so it is 6:42, and we are cooking dinner. This is just some turkey. I want to say that it's 93%, 7% fat. 93% lean, 7% fat. So just some turkey. And then what I'm gonna do is take, well, Sam is cutting up an onion. We're gonna cut up green peppers, and then I'm going to take some coleslaw. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna do. This is called egg roll in a bowl. I've never really tried it before, but I've seen it a lot on social media lately, and it sounds super good and healthy. So I'm not cooking this with any oil. I'm letting the fat kind of do its thing. And then once this cooks thoroughly, I'm going to add some coleslaw. I have this ginger, minced ginger, for kind of like the more egg roll taste, because ginger. I have these bean sprouts that I'm going to throw in there because I think that it kind of goes with the egg roll theme, and I love bean sprouts. And then instead of using soy sauce, I'm going to use liquid aminos because I've been using these since I started tracking macros years ago. Way less sodium, and we're nurses, so we're about the low sodium life if possible. So I'm going to use this instead of soy sauce. It's the same effect. It still tastes similar. And then I'm just using a shitload of spices. So like for the turkey, I'm seasoning the crap out of that. And then I'm just gonna add more seasonings, like more ginger, obviously the soy sauce. If you had like sweet and sour sauce, that would be good to top this. But yeah, so I'll kind of show you guys the finished product. But you can personalize it obviously to whatever you like. Maybe you like something different in your egg roll. but that's just what I'm trying out for the first time. And I'm gonna add in shortly, once it's cooked, the onions, because yum, and Sam's going to dice up some green peppers. So we will show you what the finished product is. This is the finished product, all mixed up in there. So we're going to actually add some chopped peanuts. Sam's chopping up peanuts. Let me see. And then we're just gonna like top that on top of it, because that's kind of like sometimes in Thai food. I know this is like an egg roll in a bowl, but we're gonna try it. And then if I was actually thinking straight, I would have actually bought a little bit of sweet and sour sauce and topped it on top for an egg roll. Sam doesn't really love that, so you can kind of do whatever you want. But yeah, that's it. I will post the recipe down below, so look for it there. Hey guys, so to finish out this full day of eating, I thought I would show you like what I think I'm probably gonna eat. I'm not hungry right now, but I'm trying to end this so that I can finish doing the stuff I need to do for school. So typically like today was not normally like a typical day. I mean, it is for me on a Monday just because of my schedule. As you could tell, it's really, really weird. Like in the morning, if I don't have to be up super early and I'm gonna go to the gym, like I eat my first meal like later, as in like 11, 12-ish. And then the next meal is obviously not till later in the afternoon. As you saw, it wasn't even really a meal. It was kind of like a snack kind of thing. So the last thing I think that I'm going to have is Boom Chicka Pop, just because this is like my nightly go-to, and I'll mix it with the kettle flavor as well. It's super, super good. I love it. It's my favorite thing. So I'll do a big bowl of it. Not a big bowl, but like a small bowl of it, and I'll just eat on that and snack. And then typically I have the Trader Joe's like little mini peanut butter cups. I don't know if you guys have ever seen those before, but I love those. So I highly recommend if you're at Trader Joe's to pick those up. They're an awesome way to like control your sweet tooth if you're like me and you love Reese's peanut butter cups. So I really, really love those. So that's typically what I have for a snack at night. Not every night, but most nights. So that's kind of a full day of eating, and then lots of water. I try and drink 3 hydro flasks a day, endless amounts of coffee. Sometimes I have an energy drink. It just kind of depends. So that's a full day of eating, and I can obviously do more on different days. Like a clinical day would be different, that kind of thing. But I wanted to talk about a subject really quick that I am like, it kind of like is super relatable to a lot of people, I feel like, because I've dealt with it my entire college career, especially in nursing school. And I just kind of want to like put this out there and give my advice and what I have had to do to kind of get past this. So when I like asked you guys a couple weeks ago to give me video ideas and tell me what you guys wanted to see, one of the video requests was how to learn in nursing school when you have to teach yourself everything. And I feel like this is something that a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people aren't born like extremely intelligently smart, as in like, I don't mean like you aren't smart when you're born. I mean like a lot of people are born with the like, how do I say this? Like they're smart and they have the ability, but they have to really work hard for it, if that makes sense. Like there are some people who are born very, very smart and very, very God-given talent kind of thing. I personally am not that. I have never really had that. Maybe in some areas, but like not in school, especially not in school. You know, there's some people who are like common sense smart and book smart. Common sense smart or book smart, or like an in-between, and I am definitely in between. I definitely excel in academics, but it's not because I was born that way. It's because I work for it. It's because I have trained myself. I have worked my ass off to get where I am. I have studied and found things that work for me and worked really, really hard, and that's where I excel. And then I also kind of was just given common sense. Like not given, but like was kind of born / raised up to kind of understand common sense. I think it has a lot to do with how you were raised, and I think that my mom and dad did a really good job of kind of like driving that into me. So when it comes to my advice on how you get through nursing school, teaching yourself everything, like I can tell you, I'll just give you guys an example. When I first started my first semester I had pathophysiology, and I remember sitting in the class, and it was the first day, and I honestly wanted to cry because I had no idea how I was going to know all these things. And the teacher was saying, you know, this is review, like these are things you should know. No, like I don't, like everything is supposed to build on everything, but that's not always the case when you're in nursing school. Like it doesn't just like come to me. Like certain things might, but it doesn't work like that. Like I have to continuously work every single semester to review, to cover things, you know, like I don't just remember things all the time. Like it doesn't just happen for me. And I think a lot of people understand that, and maybe you don't. Like maybe some people are just able to, you know, build upon each other and just keep it that way. But for me, I have to review every single semester, and my advice for you is just that. I'm in my 5th semester of nursing school, and tonight's not really a good night. I just took a pharmacology quiz. I took a couple of them. We have a lot of them due just throughout the semester, but just like a big hunk was like right now in the beginning, and I can tell you that I am not doing well on it. I did really well in pharm, but now that it's a year and a half later, I don't remember things like I thought I did. I don't know a lot. And I mean, I think I do. I think that it's like deep down in there, but like I am the type of person who has to dig it all back out and relearn it and review it and spend hours and hours and hours and hours reviewing it. And I hate to be the one to give you that advice, but that is what it takes. It's not something, I don't have a magical tip. I don't have, you know, advice other than it's hard work, and it's simple. It's just that. I mean, it takes time, it takes energy, and know that it's hard, but it's the best feeling in the world when you sit down and realize, wow, I taught myself that. Wow, I learned this from working really hard. Wow, I understand this more, and I understand how this works and how these things tie together because I taught myself that. I took the time to do that. And it may be the case for you the entire time in nursing school. It has been for me. I'm here with you. You are not alone. There are a lot of people who have to work hard. My best friends, like every single one of my best friends. I do have a friend who's just really, really good, and she doesn't have to study a lot. And that's great for her, and that's great for those people who have that ability. But then there's, you know, my other friends who are like me and have to spend hours and hours and hours like studying for an exam. And there's nothing wrong with either side. You know, if you have that ability to just not study as much into things, like if you can just look over things really quickly and understand it, that's great. But if not, I'm just sitting here telling you my advice is do the work, put in the work. If you want it bad enough, it's going to happen. You're going to succeed. It's just the case. You know, if you don't want to get a C on an exam, you're not going to study like you're going to get a C on an exam. You're going to study like you're going to get an A. Whether that takes 4 hours to review one subject, whether that takes 6 days, whether it takes 7 days, 8 days, 10 days that you need to prepare for that, do it. And there's nothing really else to it. I mean, it's hard, but you have to find what works for you. For me, it's rewriting all my notes. Like that is my study method, and how I have taught myself the entire time in nursing school is repetition, seeing it. Like I can see my pharm notes from pharmacology in my mind. I just can't remember exactly what was said, but I see them in my mind, and that's what's worked for me with teaching myself. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong at all if you sit and lecture and you're just writing stuff down and you're not exactly comprehending what's being said. Please do not be ashamed of that. It is completely normal. I've experienced it my entire life. Things don't just come to me. I have to sit and learn them and teach myself, very much so. So hope that made someone feel better. I know it's not the greatest advice, but I don't have any other advice besides the work that you need to put in. That is what I've done. That's how I've gotten where I am, and that's how I'm gonna pass my boards. Is I'm going to have to put in the work. And I think today was just one of those days where I was like, shit, like I really need to actually go back and review these things and make sure I understand what's going on, kind of thing. So yeah, but it's okay. Positive vibes. It's going to happen. I'm going to pass my boards. It's going to be okay. This semester is going to fly. It's going to happen. It is. So positive, just kind of a little bit of a reality check. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of full day of eating, different kind of video. I don't normally do that. So if you guys like it, give this video a thumbs up. I know you guys like when I talk about food and nursing and everything, and that's what you guys tell me you like to see. So let me know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna go take some more pharm quizzes, eat a snack, go to bed, wake up, do it all again. Thanks guys, love you.